I seen trippin' fall, I tie up they shoelaces. Young fly lip, got rich on suitcase. It seems like 5 days since every time I hold up my wrist, it's a new face. I shouldn't got a whip, she came to my convention, she texting these.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
MP's about to tear it up.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
Good news, Nets fans. If you're still looking for tickets to an upcoming home game, visit the
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Chris Middleton.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Chris Middleton. Koulibaly is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Sarr, and it's Champagnie in at the 4-man position. And for Brooklyn, Johnson is out there with Perez. Then it's Russell. Then it's Thomas. And it's Wilson in at the 3. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Koulibaly with it. 9 points last game out. The Wizards working the ball around now. Now, here's Poole. Clock at 6. In the corner, Middleton with it. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Brooklyn. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Thank you, David. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And here is Poole. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Koulibaly finds Middleton. The kick out to Poole. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Pass to Poole. Here's Middleton. Koulibaly with it. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. Now Prez. He has 5. Three-pointer on the way. And the Nets, another 3. And not only, Greg, has MP been selected to the All-Star team this year, he was named a starter as well.
And it's a huge honor, guys, and you can tell that it means a lot to him. He wants to prove he belongs out there with these guys, and I expect him to bring his A game for sure.
Here's Wilson after the basket by Washington. Prez with the bucket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Sarr's shot is off. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Prez with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. It's good from long range.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Prez. And the Nets, another 3.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's Poole. Against Charlotte, he was really on his game. A rebound by the Nets. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Song. And again, Washington, no good. Here's Prez. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll be back with you for the start of the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Clint Capella. Sadiq Bey is out there with Brogdon. And it's Carrington in at the 2 guard. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Prez in the last matchup against the Rockets was terrific. He ended up with 28 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on, and there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Brogdon against Johnson. Pass to Carrington. Bey with it. Still without a basket. And the dunk by Capella.
Bey continuing to improve in the pick and roll, especially as a handler, so his teammates better Bey watch.
Brooklyn with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, man, it's a hot dog.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Wizards.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint, but when you're getting killed from long range, you have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Seems highly unlikely, indeed. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Hart.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Johnson is out there with Wilson. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Russell. And it's Prez in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Poole on the wing. Back to Koulibaly. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Wizards passing it around. Buries it from three-point range. Koulibaly's got 9.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Now here's Prez, defended by Middleton. Thomas, no good. Wizards trail by 16. Middleton, the pass to Champagnie. Back to Middleton, and stolen by Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell, just so dangerous with options in the fast break.
Middleton outside. Back to Poole. Inside, here's Czar. Some solid defense there from Prez.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Poole, the pass to Czar. Here's Champagnie from deep. He's off on that one.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Prez with the bucket.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. In the corner, Middleton with it. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. Take a look at the Knicks. They sink a little bit here in the rankings, still though remaining in the top 5.
And I think the Nets, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Poole, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Good on the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Poole, the pass to Sar. And the rebound goes to Martin.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Brogdon finds Bay. There's the double team with Martin. Bay passes to Poole. Now here's Bay. Hasn't made one yet. The Wizards with another miss. And here are the Nets. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's Martin. Rebound, Washington. They double-team Brogdon. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he's absolutely feeling it. There is no hesitation from Jordan Poole.
And it's Martin that time on the assist from Prez. Martin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Capella kicks to Poole.
Don't let him shoot that.
Pass to Sar. Here's Capella. And he lays it straight in. Capella's got 6 points.
Every year, Clint Capella up there, one of the highest percentage field goal shooters we have in the NBA.
Martin for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great.
For the Nets, Prez comes in for Melton, and it's Whitehead in for Johnson. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Watford. Now Prez. Here's Whitehead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Whitehead's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. So on the floor for Washington, we've got George. Also Clint Capella out there. Sadiq Bey is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard. Shot clock at 6. There's the double team with Martin. Bey passes to George. A rebound by the Nets. And finish off by Prez.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Prez passes to Sharp. Now here's Prez. Martin finds Watford. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Brogdon. In the corner, it's Martin. And the 3 off target. The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. George sets a screen for Brogdon. Capella. It's rebounded by Prez. Prez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Sharp. Watford with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Whitehead. Drills it from outside. Whitehead's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Nets.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Here's Brogdon. Rebound, Brooklyn. Martin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. In the corner, it's Watford. Outside, Martin. Prez passes to Whitehead. From downtown, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Down low, here's Carrington. Whitehead with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Prez.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Wasted no time on that one.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
It's blocked. Now here's Prez. Not a lot of room. Martin from outside sinks the three-pointer.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate.
Way to bring the effort tonight. Good win. Let's keep it going.
Being an all-star as a rookie is really hard. MP deserves it though. He's a really good player.
Easy work tonight. They got nothing for you.
These are the games you have to win to be taken serious.
Attention Nets fans. We'll be doing a giveaway on our next home game. The first 15 position fans will represent the calendar of your Nets mascot. Folks, don't forget to trust the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot? Tonight, and of Brooklyn Nets. We want your time at the arena enjoyable and incident-free.
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. A look at how All-Star voting is going thus far.
And so much fun to see the tallies start to come in. See how things start to look.
He lands in the number 2 spot, a clear reflection of his tremendous season he's had so far.
And the respect he's garnered from the fans, there's not a man alive who doesn't love to watch this guy do his thing.
So with the starting lineups locked in and All-Star Weekend right around the corner, we hope you'll join us for all the action right here on 2K Sports. And the starting lineup for Miami, Davion Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, we've got Cam Thomas. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Wilson in at the 3 spot. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is number 1 for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Thomas against Hero. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Here's Prez. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. Beyond the arc. Hits the 3-pointer.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. It's a 3-point game. Adebayo with it. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one."
And Allie, thank you for that. Hero with the bucket.
Well, there's the answer from Hero, one of the best from three-point range in the league.
And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
And Brooklyn with possession here. The Heat making their last shot. Here's Prez. Off target from outside. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
High-value assist there, finding him inside for the finish.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. He shoots a 3. Prez, that's good. Prez has got 12 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And there's the screen. Hero for 3. Russell with the rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Prez. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Down low. Here's Ware. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Russell finds Thomas. 1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. On target from range. 18 points for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Hero outside. To the left wing. 3-pointer. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Prez. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Heat trail by 12. Now Hero. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result. His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Hero. They can't stop the run with that one.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
From deep, Johnson, and the Nets, another 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Adebayo. With the drive, laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, how about the physicality of Adebayo? He is tough to handle that close to the basket.
And it's Prez missing.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
We've got Nicholas Claxton. Johnson is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Prez in at the 5, down low. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, Prez in their last game against the Wizards put on a show. He scored 28 points and he was dealing assists all around. And he had a memorable game. These coaches and fans are still buzzing about it. Just incredible. What's he got for an encore? BA?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Here's Jovic. No points yet. Here's the pick. The three is up. Wiggins, no good. Nets leading by 14. Pass to Prez. Tries it from 16. Again, the Nets score.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
For Miami, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Kolek. Wiggins with it. He's guarded by Martin. Shoots from 12. Wiggins, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Basket's good. Prez has got 31 points.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Jovic. It's Wiggins on the wing. He's guarded by Martin. That doesn't go either for Wiggins. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game. It hasn't even been close. Brooklyn out in front. They lead by 18. Ed will step away briefly, but gets you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Brooklyn Nets.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
And they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Davion Mitchell. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the shot's good by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 7 points.
Never afraid of a little physical play, Wiggins embraces the challenge of scoring on a tough defense.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hero. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thomas has got 4 rebounds in the game. And that one is hammered home.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Hero against Thomas. And he's going for the lob.
Well, he's more than just a shooter. Hero can run offense, a solid ball handling option.
His first shot attempt. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. The steal. Here's Prez. Check by Mitchell. Pass to Wilson. Gets the 3 to fall. Wilson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Looking now for some consistency, just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Johnson, he's checked in for Thomas. Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Shoots from the line. Wilson grabs the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Russell. Over Mitchell. And again, it's Brooklyn.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Now here's Adebayo. Kicks it to Hero to end the run. And the 3-pointer goes. Hero's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's a volume 3-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage from that.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooklyn leading by 20. Pass to Prez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Prez has got 37.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Hero with it. Russell covering. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. And here's Mitchell. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Just 5 to shoot. Wiggins from long range. Brooklyn with the board.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
To the paint. Prez, the pass to Johnson. The 3 from Russell. Nails it from 3. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A volume 3-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks.
I just love the ball move.
Hero, the pass to Jovic. Hero with it. 10 points for him. They set a pick. 3-pointer. Jovic's shot is off.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Wilson. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The 3-ball. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Johnson passes to Prez. Russell with the ball. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Johnson against Hero. Lets it fly. That shot is off.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit. and there wasn't much resistance.
And so it's Brooklyn in total control, up by 29 going.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving.
Change here for Miami. Timeout called. Brooklyn. DeAnthony Melton out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Sharp, and it's Whitehead in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Now Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
A moment here for an injury report.
I had a moment to catch up with the Heat's head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Nevertheless, determined to battle through it. As we see, guys, he's already checked back in.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
Here's Whitehead, shoots over Hero, and that one's good. There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter here. Wiggins outside, and the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Hero outside for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Prez.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
Pass to Ware. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Substitutions for your Nets. Cameron Johnson.
One side has dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Yep, that one goes.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
To the inside. Here's Ware. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. So we see the Nets taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Great win tonight, MP. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Fans live for games like this one.
Hey, Brooklyn, want in on future Nets games? Head to our ticket booth or visit our website for all the important games from this weekend's upcoming games. Hey, fans, make sure to come out to our next game.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So, Clark, when you look at the MVP voting over the last few years, it has been dominated by the big men, especially 7-footers.
Yeah, pretty unique, right? For years, 7-footers didn't get much MVP love, and this stuff is somewhat cyclical, as you know, Kevin. Big shifts happen, like the talk of getting rid of conferences because the West was too strong once upon a time. That conversation and narrative flipped too, so I think, again, cyclical stuff happens in this league.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges, and it's Green in at the small forward. Here's Prez, and again, Brooklyn with the triple. Here's Ball. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Bridges, right side. To the paint, he's looking for Williams and finds him. Pass to Miller. Green kicks to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Nets. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Got that one up quick, and that's now 9 points for Prez.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Outside Williams. Ball kicks to Miller. Pass to Williams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Brooklyn. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Now here's Prez. We saw him with 39 points last game out. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
So Charlotte calls timeout. Their first. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Shots good by Miller.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
The Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. That bucket in no time at all. 14 points for Prez.
It just seems like the more he touches it,
the more the lead grows.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Prez in the last matchup against Miami got the job done. He picked up 39 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
The shot's good. Prez has got 16.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And he gets it to go.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
Thomas dishes to Johnson. Here's Prez, and the shot falls short this time. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Ball on the wing, Green. Ball with the bucket.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
From the baseline, Prez with the bucket. 18 points for him.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Goes up on the wing. Bridges with the board.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Deep two from Ball. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they're 3. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. All out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Grant Williams. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And here is Ball. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Outside Russell. Now here's Prez. He's guarded closely. Count the basket.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills. We're seeing it right now.
Man can't hit.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And that one, good. Prez has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Here's Mann. 11 points last game. Williams, a screen on Melton. Mann passes to Nurkic. Rebounded by the Nets. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Josh Okogie. Mann passes to Williams. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Williams finds Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Over in the corner, Claxton. Pass to Prez. Johnson with it. He's covered by Ball. Johnson, good.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
To the middle. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Setting his teammate up nicely out of the two-man game that time. Ball provides style and substance with his brilliant playmaking.
Prez. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Charlotte also making some changes. Bridges, he's checked in for Grant Williams, and it's Green in for Trey Mann. To the inside, here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Johnson in the corner. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
Williams, a screen on Thomas. Miller. Rebound by Williams.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Johnson dishes to Prez. Back to Thomas. Puts up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wilson in for Williams. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hands checked in.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Shots good by Williams. Williams has got 16 points.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Out to Miller. Pass to Mann. Now Williams. Outside, Green. Here's Miller. A rebound by Johnson. Nets leading by 21. And he drives in. It's good. And that's now 29 points for Prez.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Bridges against Johnson. Stolen by Wilson. And now here comes Wilson leading the break. And finish off by Prez.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
For three, Bridges, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Brooklyn, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you...
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step and separate himself from the pack. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Cam Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Prez. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Wilson in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Shots good by Green.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Prez passes to Johnson. Outside, Russell. Wilson with it. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Ball feeling it out a bit. The 10-footer. Rebounded by the Nets. Russell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Of all the great ball handlers, Clark, in the NBA, Russell's got to be right there at the top of the list.
And the thing that impresses me, Kevin, is how smooth he makes it look and how effortless it appears. Even at full speed, he can make moves that most guys can't even imagine.
Back to Ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Flashing his long ball range. The defense has to guard Ball everywhere.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Williams comes in for Thomas.
Substitutions for the Nets.
Prez with the ball. He has 31. There's Russell with the 3. Traps in the tray. Russell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on this shot.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Here's Bridges. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Ball. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Prez. Johnson kicks to Williams. Nets passing it around. Launches a 3. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Prez. Prez has got his 8th assist here tonight. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Miller outside. Back to Green. Charlotte no good that time either.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Miller. On the wing, Green. Back to Miller. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Ball from long range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Into the lane. And he makes that one. 35 points for Prez.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Williams. And again, unable to change momentum here.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Good on the three-point shot.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Outside ball. Over Russell. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game. Called the Nets. They're leading by 43. What do you think, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Johnson, the pass to Watford. Here's Sharp. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Furniture, security, or arena staff members. Thank you, and enjoy the game. And fans, don't forget to come back for the
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kelly Oubre.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with Tyrese Maxey, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, we've got Cameron Johnson. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Williams, and it's Prez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight, and if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Here we go. And the tip goes to the Nets. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Grimes. Pass to Embiid. 4-3. Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Prez. He played a great game against Charlotte. Lets it go from deep. And Russell is good for 3.
Soft touch, Russell from range.
And here is Maxey. Outside Oubre. Embiid inside. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Clock at 6. Pass to Oubre. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Offensive rebound, and Embiid throws it down.
The reach of Embiid with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
Here's Prez. Can't get it to drop. Excellent D there from Embiid. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Oubre. Fires the 3. First shot won't go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Stripped it away. Here's Yabusele. For 3, Maxey. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seemed confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Prez. He has 6. Pass to Thomas. Over to the left wing. Here's Prez. Again, the net score. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Maxey passes to Grimes. Back to Maxey. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Maxey's got his second bucket on the night.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Here's Prez. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Yabusele. To the middle. Embiid drawing the double team. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Prez. No good from outside. Philadelphia's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Maxey against Russell. Embiid. Chalk up 2 there. Embiid's got 6.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
Here's Prez. They grab their own miss. Thomas misses.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
They get the rebound. No luck on that one.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Prez. Nails it from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Maxey, that's good.
Ooh, that is fierce. You want to see a player with no fear? That is Tyrese Maxey.
Hey, expanding his range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
76ers trail by 6. Embiid from outside. The shot, no good. Pass to Thomas. Here's Prez. Takes the 3. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence.
Unbelievable! Embiid bangs it in.
Wow, the process. Come on, I want to see that again.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. All right, Richard, when you think about where Joel Embiid stacks up with the great centers, he's put up some historic numbers.
Just last season, that 70-point, 15-rebound, 5-assist game, the first player to hit those marks ever in NBA history, BA.
And Embiid gets the double team. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Gordon from the arc. Goes back up. Embiid can't hit. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Prez in their last game against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He dropped 35 points and did what he always does. He got others involved. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. He buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Butler against Johnson. Butler passes to Gordon. Rebounded by the Nets. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a win.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pulls up on the wing. Count that one. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And here's Gordon from the arc. Prez grabs the board.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Melton misses. 76ers trail by 18. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Prez, count it. Good. Prez has got 11 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's good. So it's the Brooklyn Nets up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their three-point shooting. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
This is the kind of selfless effort you love to see. They bought into the game plan. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, guys.
That coaching staff has to be thrilled with what they've seen so far. All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. All right, guys, a question from Jenny Bankshot. What's your favorite mode in 2K?
The halftime show, of course. What else is there even to play?
I'm in full agreement, Kenny. Obviously, lots of laughs, good-looking guys, and insightful analysis.
And we give you all of the above. Way better than any movie you could ever watch on television.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Cam Thomas. Johnson is out there with Williams. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Prez in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Russell with the ball. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Russell's got 5.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Inside. Oh, Embiid with the slams.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
Here's Prez. Give him 31 now to the paint. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Prez has got 33.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
A dominant night for Joel Embiid offensively. He's taking whatever he wants.
And what a breakout fourth year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. Embiid missing again. Nets leading by 16. It's Thomas on the wing. The three is up. Drops in the three. Thomas has gotten his second bucket.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first four.
For three, Maxey. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his fifth rebound in this one. Russell to pass to Prez. Back to Russell. Thomas outside. Johnson for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
For Brooklyn, Nick Claxton comes in for Johnson, and it's Melton in for Williams. The 76ers also with a sub. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. For three, Maxey. They get it again. Embiid. There's the block. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Connex from downtown.
The pure talent of Joel Embiid knows no bounds.
Prez, the pass to Melton. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Melton's gotten his second bucket on the night. The 76ers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. For three, Maxey. Rebound, Brooklyn. We've got 1:28 left in the third. And it's Russell, that time on the assist from Melton. Melton's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Russell from outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Embiid. Tight defense on him. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Prez, the pass to Melton. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Grimes. And here's Embiid. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Thomas on the wing. This one for 3. Sinks it from distance. Thomas has got 9.
And Thomas is a very efficient shooter from those corners.
Now Embiid. He's got 19. Pass to Grimes. They need this. It's not going to go for him. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Brooklyn out in front. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry.
Here's Yabusele. 1:51 left to play in the fourth. Here's Embiid. Soft touch off the glass. Embiid's got 29 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Kelly Oubre, Maxey out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at power forward.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with this win, they will now have 52 victories for the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Prez.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Drills it from deep.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's Martin with the rebound. Here's Prez. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Prez has got 40 points.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Back to Maxey. From downtown, fires in the triple.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Williams on the wing. From deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside Maxey. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Scoot Henderson, and Benyama's out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Brandon Miller, and it's Holmgren in at the small forward.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Now Henderson, after the missed three from Preds, and finished off by Lively.
Right at the rim. That's where Lively loves to get his opportunities.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau, and we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. The coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now Henderson, after the missed three from Chet Holmgren. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. No good that time.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Prez. Hits it from three-point range. Prez has got 9. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Prez. Wembanyama with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Henderson. Still scoreless. For 3, Holmgren. The rebound by Collier. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Here's Henderson after the made shot from Preds. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And not just the score, Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Here's Prez, and it's the sophomores with the rebound.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
And the sophomores with possession here after the miss from Prez. 14 feet away. Lively's shot is off. And it's the rookies now, leading by 5, and stolen by Miller. Pass to Holmgren. Picked him clean. Now Prez. He's got 17. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Prez has got 19 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Rookies lead. Welcome back.
Many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Holmgren is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Henderson in at the 1.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Oh, what a play by Wemby. Man, he is terrifying when he's attacking the basket.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Wembanyama. Holmgren the screen. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's Shannon. Here's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Shannon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Lively the pass to Thompson. 44 seconds left to play here in the half. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Took him no time at all on that one. Shannon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
Wembanyama passes to Lively, and Klingon pulls it down. Pass to Shannon. Lets it go from deep. Connects from 3-point range. Shannon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
3-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Rookies on top, leading by just 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
We've got Prez. Castle is out there with Collier. Then it's Czar, and it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. That's the rookie's 5. Drains the 3-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Prez. 21 points in the game. Pass to Castle. The baseline J. And that one drops for him. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the left wing. Here's Prez. Three-pointer. Castle misses. Miller surveying the floor. Down low. What a slam from Wembanyama.
And the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Henderson passes to Holmgren. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Some changes for the rookies. Edie's checked in for Sarr. And Buzelis subbed in for Castle.
Substitution
on the sophomores with a whole new 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the sophomores. Thompson is out there with Thompson. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Thompson's gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 60%. Inside, here's Prez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Prez has got 25 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Now here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shots and gets fouled.
He hits the second from the line. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Prez. From outside, off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass to Kamare. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
And how about the big fella stepping outside and showing us some range?
Boy, he'd get some grief for that shot in the regular game, but in this setting, you're allowed that kind of latitude and freedom.
Thompson sets the pick for Thompson. Thompson right side. Pass to Kamare. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Prez with the ball. Off target from outside. Now Koulibaly. Here's Kamare. And that one is hammered home.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Here's Prez. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Prez has got 30.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And the rookie's making a change here. Collier's checked in.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Well, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Here's Wembanyama. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that
to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Henderson. To the middle. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
They double him with Wembanyama. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Saw the pass to Cowley. Fires for three, and down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Prez. Prez has got 38 points. The sophomores on offense. Wembanyama outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Wembanyama. Out to Miller. Takes the three. The rebound by Collier. Time running out for the rookies. Pass to Prez. From past the arc. No good there. 56 seconds left in the game. And finished off by Lively.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Wembanyama. With the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
The sophomores on offense. 11-point game. Wembanyama with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Smart play there.
And so the sophomores take this one by a big margin.
Can't say enough.
Kicks, MP.
He about to tear the roof off.
Same. One big thing.
MP about to tear the roof off.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Victor Wembanyama is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Doncic, and it's Jokic in at the center.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star Week is one great show after another.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Prez passes to Mitchell.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Now Prez, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Nailed from three-point land.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Now, he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. It's tipped, and so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now. Prez passes to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Maxey. The East leading by 6. Jokic kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Prez with the rebound.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
No problems knocking that one down.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. Yes, that goes in.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 5. Pass to Prez. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. He's got 7.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dry.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Prez out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Young, and it's Maxey in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Pass to Brown. Young outside. Brown outside. Now here's Prez. Fires from deep. And Davis pulls it down. Leonard looking over the floor. Oh, Doncic with a confident 3-ball.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Here's Prez, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Prez has got 10 points in the game. The West trails by 8. Outside Leonard. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Davis, the pass to Curry. Here's Sabonis, and it's blocked. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. James checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Tries a three, and another three from the East.
How about the big fella stepping outside and showing us some range?
Well, he gets some grief for that shot in the regular game, but in this setting, you're allowed that kind of latitude and freedom.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
The East leading by 11. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo beats the defense.
Physical defense, nothing new to Giannis because he faces that every night.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Damian Lillard's checked in for the East. The West also making some changes. Jokic has checked in for Sabonis. James Harden comes in for Luka Doncic. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Curry. The drive by Jokic.
You know, the herky-jerky moves of Jokic are hard to prepare for or guard against. I mean, he uses them well to get these calls.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Mitchell right side. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got the lead up to 14 now for the East All-Stars.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Prez. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
The three from Harden. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires the three. And another three from the East.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
They need this, and Harden with the stuff.
You see it less often, but make no mistake now, given the opportunity, the beard can still throw it down on your head.
Stolen by Harden. LeBron right to the finish.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
Here's Prez, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 21 points for Prez.
Three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 5. Tries it from 9. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Prez, and finished off by Prez.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Lillard. And so it's the East All-Stars closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We'll get you back to the action after this break. 1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. They've got James. Wembanyama's out there with Jokic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor. And it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning.
Here's Jokic. Jokic tries yet again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. For the 3. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist from Prez. Prez has got his 8th assist here tonight. Doncic passes to Jokic. Here's Doncic. Lets it go with the 3. The West again cannot hit.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. To end the run, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. Count it, good.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. Pass to Doncic. From the arc. It's all in by the East All-Stars. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. For 3, Mitchell. It's rebounded by the West.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
James finds Doncic. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Jokic. 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. To the left side wing. Here's Prez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 32 points for Prez.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Maxey against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint, Jokic nails the baby hook. And that's now 10 points for Jokic.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Shot's good by Mitchell.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
James, a screen on Mitchell. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Maxey. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He knows every possession is critical now. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 35 points for Prez.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Antetokounmpo is out there with Prez. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Brown. And it's Brunson in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Outside, Davis. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good, Jokic.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
They double him with Jokic. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Drills the three-pointer.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Pass to Prez. Beyond the arc. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 4th assist in this one. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Maxi's checked in. The West also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Davis. Luka Doncic comes in for James Harden. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Prez. The three-pointer, no good. To the middle. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Doncic.
Luka's so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Prez has got 41.
And you know what? He's been on the big stage, guys, and he's been at his absolute best.
And Greg, barring something unforeseen, I mean, I think we know who the All-Star MVP is going to be. He's already got one hand on that trophy.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Doncic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mitchell left side. Pass to Prez. Over in the corner, Brown. His three-pointer's off the mark. And the West All-Stars have possession. LeBron with a screen on Mitchell. Doncic looking it over. And here's Jokic over Prez. Again, the West All-Stars.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
For three, Mitchell, good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Second chance shot. Jokic, no good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
Tough game tonight. Lock in.
Look out there, MP.
There he is. Man, myth, the legend.
MP about to tear the roof off.
See you.
All right. See ya.
Come back soon.
Bye! Good seeing you!
Welcome. Thanks for coming by. So much. Oh, hi. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, great to see you. Take a look around. Let me know if you need anything.
Hi. Come in. Look around. Bye. Thanks for coming.
Wow, I can't believe it. Have a look around.
Whoa, I don't believe it. It's you. I love you.
Thank you so much for talking with us. Hey, good to see you. Take care.
And I was 14 with a small law. No more fair ones, now we all hop. She got a kick, but it's not. Trying to give me 1,000
Goodbye. Please come back anytime.
Lying while you speaking funny. Back when you speaking to me. Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches. Somewhere in the bees. Maybe on the road with Al for a whole 100 hours. You know my brother's rowdy. Don't move like a lamb in the south. How you doing? Hit you up, they start hating. That's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. Probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been lit. Top
Usually a bitch is benefited. Passionate dog, I need my kids to feel it. That's why I'm up early. Kids get you stuck early. A long way from on that. So when I'm down there, how they hate a winner. Come out and they pay for dinner.
He about to tear the roof off.
Sure did, and I'm thinking, just one game, isn't it? Our opponent was great.
Good, MP.
That's a solid team out there. You guys will have to bring it.
You know what, Shake? I remember the first time I picked up 2K, and honestly, it can feel a little overwhelming at first.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, the list of moves that you can pull off, as you know, goes on for a long time.
Well, if you're new to the game, you might be looking for some tips on how to approach all those controls.
Or maybe you're an experienced player who wants to take a deeper dive in the more advanced moves.
In NBA 2K25, Learn 2K is the place for all of this.
Yep, new players can play through a special tutorial complete with lots of helpful tips and tricks. You know, to help show them what they can aspire to with just a little extra practice.
And advanced users can dig deep on the most difficult moves to help them gain a competitive edge.
I promise you, whatever type...
I ain't never hate before. Dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She have waiting for me. Got the children banking on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite. You better know that. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. This the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it where their man played the chorus. Wait a minute, UIP. Unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes. Tigers and some horses. Bar birdie, say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drive business while we serve. Better we get on him, he won't make it. Down, keep going, on some was poppin' currents. Gucci online, say she wanna flex with us. Yeah, I got her on Amazon, say she got on both Call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dream. I'm her fantasy. You know you ain't find nothing. Boy, stop asking. You might catch a little pro ballin'. He Bryce Max. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Watch me. Only good for cook. Watch me tilt. Watch me drop the form with my kneecap. Before they close it, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag to woodwork. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look, go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now.